Genesis 10. Come on, admit it. You didn't really think I would do all the genealogies, did you? All the begats? Well, I'm stuck at home, and I am very, very bored. This is the account of Shem, Ham, and Japheth, Noah's sons, who themselves had sons after the flood. No daughters, apparently, or at least no daughters who mattered. The Bible, patriarchal since day one. The sons of Japheth: Gomer, Magog, Madai, Javan, Tubal, Meshach, and Tyrus. The sons of Gomer: Ashkenaz, Riphath, and Togarmah. Cool. You know, later in the Bible, in 1 Timothy and Titus, there are verses that urge us to avoid genealogies because they are unprofitable and vain. In one sense, they're saying, believe in God, worship. No one cares about who your daddy is. And that's a pretty amazing statement. And yet word never got back to the writers of Genesis, who care more about lineage than the royal family. The sons of Javan: Elisha, Tarshish, the Kittites, and the Rodanites. From these, the maritime peoples spread out into their territories by their clans within their nations, each with its own language. They all have their own languages? In the next chapter, the very first line is going to be about how everyone on Earth speaks the same language. So someone is lying, or someone needs to do more proofreading. The sons of Ham: Cush, Egypt, Put, and Canaan. The sons of Cush: Seba, Havilah, Sabta, Raamah, and Sabteka. The sons of Raamah: Sheba and Dedan. Cush was the father of Nimrod, who became a mighty warrior on the earth. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord. That is why it is said, like Nimrod, a mighty hunter before the Lord. Yeah, that is totally what we all say. Donald Trump is truly a Nimrod. Actually, in case you're wondering, the reason people use Nimrod as an insult is because of old Looney Tunes cartoons from the 1930s. Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck referred to Elmer Fudd as a poor little Nimrod because he was a horrible hunter, and the new definition just stuck. Bugs Bunny changed our understanding of the Bible. The first centers of his kingdom were Babylon, Uruk, Akkad, and Calneh in Shinar. From that land, he went to Assyria, where he built Nineveh, Rehoboth-ir, Calah, and Rezin, which is between Nineveh and Calah, which is the great city. Great city? Really? How big do you think these cities are? There's not that many people around, so it's not like they could build much. And yet there's a great city, which implies it's better than other cities. But how? We're never told. I really want to know. Egypt was the father of the Ludites, Anamites, Lehabites, Naphtuhites, Pathrusites, Cashluites, from whom the Philistines came, and Caphtorites. Canaan was the father of Sidon, his firstborn, and of the Hittites, Jebusites, Amorites, Girgashites, Hivites, Archites, Sinites, Arvadites, Zemarites, and Hamathites. Later, the Canaanite clans scattered, and the borders of Canaan reached from Sidon toward Gerar, as far as Gaza, and then toward Sodom, Gomorrah, Admah, and Zeboim, as far as Lasha. These are the sons of Ham by their clans and languages in their territories and nations. Awesome! Can't wait for the test. We all really needed to know all of that. God, he has all the riches in the world, can't hire a single editor. If you recall, by the way, Canaan was a slave to Shem, and yet he found time to begat a whole bunch of clans. I don't know if that makes him more impressive a father or less impressive a servant. Sons were also born to Shem, whose older brother was Japheth. Shem was the ancestor of all the sons of Eber. The sons of Shem: Elam, Asher, Arphaxad, Lud, and Aram. The sons of Aram: Us, Hul, Gether, and Meshach. Arphaxad was the father of Selah, and Selah the father of Eber. Listen, as someone whose name was always mispronounced growing up, I feel for these kids. By the way, that last one about Arphaxad being the father of Selah, in the book of Luke in the New Testament, it says Selah is the grandson of Arphaxad, which means someone went to the trouble of writing down this entire list of begats and still got it wrong. But I suppose it's interesting to hear this particular family tree of Shem because these are the people who eventually became the Shemites, Semites. Even Eber later gave rise to the Eberus, Hebrews. So there's some relevance, I guess. 2 sons were born to Eber. One was named Peleg because in his time the earth was divided. His brother was named Joktan. Joktan was the father of Almodad, Sheleph, Hazer Mavith, Jira, Hadoram, Uzal, Diklah, Obal, Abimael, Sheba, Ophir, Havilah, and Jobab. All these were sons of Joktan. The region where they lived stretched from Mesha toward Sephir in the eastern hill country. Well done, Joktan. Can't name a child worth a damn, but the man can create them, if you know what I mean. The Bible doesn't explain how the earth was divided, by the way, which seems like kind of a big deal that we should know about. Was it by race, religion, politics? Who knows? Apparently the writers were more interested in jotting down names while ignoring the bigger issues. Some creationists say this is when Pangea broke up. That's how Earth was divided. Forget science, forget continental drift. We know how the continents were formed because of one phrase from one verse. And why is the Bible telling us where Joktan and his sons live? We went from a boring genealogy to getting directions. These are the sons of Shem, by their clans and languages, in their territories and nations. These are the clans of Noah's sons according to their lines of descent within their nations. From these the nations spread out over the earth after the flood. The excitement never ends when you're reading a family tree. And that concludes the most boring chapter in the Bible so far. Earth was created a few chapters ago, but instead of learning about the beginning of civilization and all the decisions that go into creating a society, we're just getting a list of boys' names, with no women anywhere in sight.